Hey, it's Erin. It's officially summer, and that means, for most of us, it's time to shred. Now, when we think about leaning down, we want to focus on fat loss. This means we want to maintain that hard-earned muscle. And that way, when you get to your desired goal weight or goal leanness, you have revealed a superhero physique. Today's workout is focusing on that X frame. So we're looking at maintaining those cap shoulders, really maintaining that upper back, which creates the illusion of a smaller waist and helps balance your physique from upper to lower. We'll be doing giant sets today, but instead of ping-ponging around on different pieces of equipment, we're staying on the same piece of equipment or using the same set of dumbbells. What this does is it allows you to get the exercises done in quick succession, keeps your heart rate up, and it lessens the chance that you'll lose your piece of equipment if you step away. So without further ado, let's get in there and train. Our first exercise is going to be a seated cable row. We're using the rope attachment here, and all 3 exercises in the giant set will be done at this station. Make sure your feet are planted firmly on the platform, slight bend in the knee, and you're sitting squarely on your glutes. This is going to give you a nice solid foundation. Forearms should be about parallel to the ground, and you're going to think about pulling to the lower part of your rib cage. Get that nice mid-rep squeeze. It's going to help with mind-muscle connection and help you really focus on the areas you want to focus on. On the eccentric or the negative portion, nice and slow. This is going to help with maintaining strength, maintaining that muscle. Now we're going to lighten up the weight just a little bit. We're going to rear delt rows. Now you're going to use an overhand grip. Feet are going to be flat on the ground, leaning forward slightly. Keep your back flat. Elbows need to be up. We're using a lighter weight here because the rear delt is a very small muscle, so it can be hard to isolate. So by going lighter, getting that good mid-rep squeeze, and keeping the elbows up, it's going to help ensure that you're hitting those rear delts. You'll also hit a little bit of rhomboids and teres. This is great for creating width or keeping width in the upper back. Now this pull should be to about nose level. And again, that mid-rep squeeze is so important. And take it nice and slow. And try to keep the rest of your body still. That's why it can be helpful to keep your feet flat on the ground. Focus on using just your rear delts to pull. All right, now we're gonna lay flat on this bench here. And we're gonna do straight arm pushdowns. So make sure you're far enough away to where you can get full range of motion. And focus on nice and slow on that eccentric or negative portion. You can pull a little bit faster on the concentric portion. And keep a slight bend to the elbow, but you want the same degree of bend throughout that range of motion. This is what's going to keep it as a back exercise and not so much triceps or chest. Although you will be stabilizing with the triceps and you will be working the chest a little bit with this exercise. Feet are going to be about 1.5 times shoulder width. You want to create a nice solid foundation again from which to pull from. Focus on keeping the rest of your body nice and still. Neutral spine. And nice and slow so you can focus on using your upper lats. And you should feel it right kind of under the armpit. New giant set, new station. So we're on the pull down station. First exercise is going to be a wide grip pull down. So here I'm at about 1.5 times shoulder width with that grip, overhand grip, thumbs wrapped around the bar, sitting tall. not leaning back so much. Focusing also on getting a full extension here. So make sure you're getting that full stretch at the top. Scapular retraction should be the first movement, and then focus on pulling the bar down right about to your clavicle. And the rest of the body should stay relatively still. So we're staying upright, pulling a bit higher to really focus on the upper back. Feet flat on the floor. Make sure you have that pad and it's pressing on your upper leg. This is going to help keep you in one spot so the weight doesn't pull you around.
Perfect.
And again with that mid-rep squeeze. All right, we're gonna work on our close grip pull down. So switching the grip, leaning back just a little bit more. This is going to help bring the biceps into the equation. This is also gonna hit a little bit further down on the back. And even though we're leaning back, think about keeping the rest of your body still. Pulling through the elbows, keeping the elbows relatively close to the rest of your body. And from your hand to your elbow is merely an anchor. So if you think about it as part of the weight, it can help. So you're pulling through the elbow, getting that squeeze mid-rep, and keeping constant tension on the back. Really focus here. So you're going to feel it mid-back, upper back, and a little bit in those rear delts. All right, so we're going to go to a high pull. This is going to hit those rear delts again. The weight should be nice and light here. You're going to keep your back flat even though you're leaning back. Keep your core tight. Stay strong and focus on using just the rear delts. You're going to pull to about the bridge of your nose and really squeeze. Try to keep those elbows up. You keep your elbows up, it's going to shift that focus to the rear delts, less focus on the back. This is such an awesome exercise, and it's a lot tougher than it looks, but it'll really help build those rear delts. And focus especially on those last few reps. Grab some dumbbells for our last giant set. First exercise is a neutral grip shoulder press. So we're going to stand feet about shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees, core tight, chest up. And with that neutral grip, you want palms facing each other. And going a little bit lighter here so we can keep the elbows out and really focus on those side delts. So cap shoulders, creating width across the upper body. The rest of the body should be nice and still. So really focus here, get those upper arms to about parallel to the ground. Pause momentarily and press upwards. Moving straight into lateral raises. So here, same stance. I'm going to keep a slight bend to the knee. It's going to help with shock absorption. The dumbbells are slightly in front of me. Palms facing down. Slight bend in the elbow. And here we always want to think about levers. So if I can keep those arms nice and long, that lever is going to be longer. This makes the exercise more difficult. Now notice, pause mid-rep at the top and don't allow the weights to come all the way down. So as soon as you allow your arms to get to perpendicular, you've lost all tension. So maintain tension in the delts. Really important. I think about that mind-muscle connection and think about pushing the weight away rather than lifting it. Now we're going straight into a wide grip, bent over row, pulling high. So again, we're focusing on the upper back, focusing on those rear delts again. Overhand grip. Hands are about 1.5 times shoulder width. This is going to allow enough width to be able to pull straight back, pulling to about chin level, keeping the rest of the body nice and still, back flat. Really focus on these free weight exercises because you have to be able to stay still, stabilize, and make sure that you're performing the exercise the same on your right and left side. Really squeeze mid-rep. When it comes to choosing a weight for each exercise, you want to choose something that's heavy yet doable with proper form for the last 2 to 3 reps. Keep track of your weight used with each exercise. Also, keep track of recovery between each giant set. You're looking at about 45 seconds to a minute, and it goes by faster than you think it will. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and joining the Fit Fam. And if you try this workout and you love it, please tag me on social media. I really enjoy seeing you take the workouts and making them your own. That's it for this time. Until next time, train hard, y'all.